Throughout the year, I give you guys my favorite blind buys, favorite discoveries of each month. You get a succession of videos each month where I highlight the best discoveries or blind buys I made the past months, which culminates to this video right here, which I'm going to talk about not 10, but 23 of the best fragrances I discovered in 2023. It doesn't matter if they're brand new releases or just something that I discovered in 2023, they're going to be highlighted here as my favorite discoveries of the year. If you missed those videos, here's your chance to get a compilation of all these great fragrances in one shot. So let's hop into it. Welcome back to another video. Max Forti here. If you do love to make a great and lasting impression, you came to the right place. You know that smelling good is a great way to do that. Today we're going to talk about the 23 best discoveries in the fragrance world I made last year or this past year, 2023. Technically it's still 2023, but these are the best from January through December that I discovered. I'm here to share with you. We're going to kick the list off here with a upscale designer brand, which is the brand itself I love, which is Salvatore Ferragamo, and this is going to be from the Tuscan Soul collection. This is called 𝐸𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿. The bottle you're looking at here is a vintage bottle from the first year formulation, but whatever you find today, it's going to be just as good. I've tried it, I'm going to tell you. And 𝐸𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿 is basically very similar to Spice Bomb from Viktor and Rolf. But this particular line, this collection, I've actually got some samples from this line. They have a lot of great fragrances to try. The Tuscan Soul collection is one that you definitely want to check out. They've been around for a little while. I want to say 2016, 2017, give or take. But 𝐸𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿 is a great spicy, woody fragrance with honey, spices, cinnamon. I get a little bit of a tobacco vibe here. So it's going to be in the same wheelhouse as Spice Bomb, but this is going to be spicier, creamier, and definitely sweeter. So if you do like what you hear, check this 𝐸𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿 out, and of course, check the Tuscan Soul collection from Salvatore Ferragamo. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. From the house of All Saints, this is going to be Leather Skies. This is one, again, that flew under the radar for me. This is sandalwood, resins, and leather. A very similar take on Le Labo Santal 33, which is a sandalwood-based scent which people love, adding the note of spicy leather here, making this a little bit stronger, more powerful, longer lasting, spicier, woodier, and leatherier. So really enjoying this one. If you like Le Labo Santal 33, but you wanted something a little bit rougher, a little bit spicier, a little bit more powerful, All Saints Leather Skies is the one to check out. Check out this brand, All Saints Leather Skies, a great leather and alternative to a spicier, more powerful Santal 33 from Le Labo. I've talked about time and time again that Cajon, a French brand, has a fantastic collection, which is again one of their private blends, more refined collection that they have, and they have a whole tobacco line that I discovered last year, fell in love with it, shared with you guys. And in this year, particularly, I fell in love with this one here. From the same collection, this is Vetiver Infin or Infinite Vetiver. It's a great take on vetiver. You guys know how much I love my vetiver scents. This is absolutely fantastic. What I love about this vetiver is that not only it's a great vetiver scent, but it has this leathery saffron / iris note. So if you do love iris-based scents that are creamy, smooth, think about your own, that kind of a vibe, this is going to be a vetiver fragrance with a iris base or iris heart into the base. So you're gonna have this really nice quality to it that's gonna be almost makeup vibey. This is right in the cusp. Ladies and gents can enjoy this. This to me smells like $1 million. You put this on, whether you're dressed up, especially if you're dressed up, but if you're dressed down, no problem, you're gonna smell like $1 million. It's that simple. This fragrance, if it was like a Tom Ford private blend or one of those that you couldn't really find regularly on discount websites, this could fetch easy $200 to $300 and people would pay with a smile. So I'm telling you right now, one of my favorite discoveries of 2023, sharing with you for the second time here on the channel this year, Vetiver Infin from Cajon. Check this line out, tremendous hidden gems for you to discover, and this being one of them. So this one here coming up next is going to be from the house of Mancera. This is Tonka Cola. Now Tonka Cola is basically a vanilla cherry cola. That's simple. You're gonna get vanilla, you're gonna get tonka, you're gonna get cherry, you're gonna get this creamy sandalwood in the base. It's a little fizzy as it opens up, so you definitely get that cherry vanilla, cherry cola, vanilla kind of a vibe with the tonka, sweet, creamy, very sensual juice. Love this stuff. This is great for romantic setting, playful situations, when you really want to smell delectable, especially Valentine's Day coming up. This stuff here, incredible stuff, guys. It was actually released last year in 2022, so I'm glad to pick this up this year and share with you guys. But definitely a great one to check out, and one that I don't hear much people talking about it. So if you're looking for a nice, sensual tonka, cherry, and vanilla sandalwood combination, this is going to be incredible for you. Next up, a fragrance that was actually released this year. It just happened to be that way that I tried this and I loved it and I discovered it and I shared with you guys before, and I'm just going to share it again. Most likely this will make my best and favorite releases niche of 2023 as well. And from the house of Maison Crivelli, this is Oud Maracuja. Now, oud is a note that over the last 3 to 4 years, I've been really getting more and more into it. When it comes to cold weather here in New England, New York area where I'm at, it really demands a heavy and powerful fragrance. So I go for my ouds, especially if they're well blended, refined, and they smell incredible. They're gonna make you shine. And with the cold weather, it just takes up a few notches. There's something about oud in cold weather, it just goes well, guys. And this one here from the house of Maison Crivelli, Oud Maracuja, is basically fruity oud type scent. So you got the oud, you got the maracuja fruit, some dried fruits. I believe there's like gala wood, there's guaiac wood. So it's a very powerful woody fragrance with the oud and the fruity maracuja fruit. Makes this a stunner of a juice. It smells amazing. Great for compliments. It's one that every time I wear, people ask me, hey, what are you wearing? You smell so good. You smell different. You smell unique. You smell exotic. That is Oud Maracuja, guys. One of my favorite discoveries. Glad to share with you. Check this out. Maison Crivelli has a lot of hidden gems within the brand, and this is definitely one of the best discoveries I made this year, and I'm glad to share with you. Now, this next one was released earlier this year as well, I think around springtime, and it just took me by surprise when I tried this fragrance. It had an effect on me, and the compliment factor was through the roof. Love wearing this stuff. This is going to be from the house of Uni Luxury. This is Mango-nificent. If you love, not like, but if you love the note of mango, which I do, Mango-nificent is going to be just amazing. As you spray this in the air or on skin, when you first, blast this fragrance, it's going to give you this mouth-watering, very refreshing and juicy mango kind of a fruit effect right off the bat. It's got other notes here like woods, definitely some great woody undertones. I get vetiver, I get sandalwood, honey, patchouli, oak moss, some floral undertones like rose, for example. But this is a phenomenal ambery, fruity scent that it's just one of those. Great for compliments as well. Long lasting, I think with Uni Luxury goes without saying. They're very powerful compositions. And Mango-nificent, if you love mango, is one that you should definitely consider checking out. It's that simple. One of my favorite discoveries of the year. Glad to share with you. Mango being one of my favorite fruits, along with pineapple. Bergamot, of course, is a great one. But for exotic fruits, tropical fruits, coconut, pineapple, and mango are my favorites, and this one here is Mango to the T. Next up, if you love tonka, is one that you definitely should try to get. I think this was a limited edition. Don't quote me on that. I have to look into it, but this is something I discovered earlier this year on a podcast that I went at Max Aroma along with Hamed. We were talking about Precious Liquid and some of their creations for Scent Explorer, not this year, but 2022. They had two exclusive releases for the event, one being something with juniper. I forgot the name of that one, but I'll pop it on the screen. And of course, this one here is the one that really stole the show. This is Sweet Tonka from Precious Liquid. I think there was only, don't quote me on that, but 100 bottles, I want to say. And I think it's gone. I think they're no longer available, but if you see them kicking around, this to me is one of the best. Oh my God, it smells amazing. This, because I discovered this year, I'm telling you right now, is one of the best iterations of tonkas I've ever tried. This smells like a tonka liqueur. Like, think about a refined, aged, tonka liqueur. That's what I'm gonna get from this right here. It smells boozy, it smells leathery, creamy, sweet, sensual, seductive. This is an elixir of the gods. I would have called this sweet tonka elixir. This is incredible, guys. If you love tonka, definitely try to get a bottle of this. You're not gonna regret it. You're gonna come back here and thank me later. If you love tonka, this is a must-have. Simple as that. And please, Precious Liquid, bring this back. If this is really gone, we need this back. A lot of people talked about a fragrance from this brand this year, and it made a ton of top lists. Everybody talked about being one of the best releases of the year. And of course, when I do my top favorite niche releases of the year, this fragrance will most likely be there. The fragrance I'm talking about is Vibrato. The fragrance I'm talking about right now from this brand is not Vibrato. This is one that really don't get much play, being one of my favorite discoveries and something that really blew my mind. From the house of Sospiro, this is Tenor. Now, Christian Provenzano's the nose here. Tenor to me smells like a heavier, it smells so good. This is a very powerful juice, not for everyone. It demands a certain person to rock this. Think of Epic Men from Amouage, which is a very dark and powerful, spicy leather fragrance. Tenor to me is very similar to that particular fragrance, but makes this a little bit less rough and tumble as Epic Man. This being more refined, a little easier to wear, a little smoother, but also still powerful, long-lasting, again with leather, spices, woods, patchouli, amber, musk, lavender, resins. This is a beast, guys. Loving this stuff. This is one that it's one of my secret weapons that I love to wear on dresser situations, but I want to be really atomic and really project. I want people to really perceive the way I come in and the way I leave, and people will ask me, Max, what are you wearing today? This is one of the scents, guys. Tenor from the house of Sospiro. Don't sleep on this one. If you like powerhouse fragrances, this is one that you should definitely have on your, pickup list or to try list, because you're going to love it. If you love powerful scents, you're going to love this stuff. Released earlier this year also by perfumer Quenton Beich. This one here is going to be a scent that was geared toward women. However, I think it's 100% unisex, gender-free. Anybody could rock this. And this is basically a aldehydic white musk scent. Very powerful at that. This just keeps going and going as it warms up with your body chemistry. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a beast of a fragrance. It's not gonna let out. It's just gonna keep going. It's gonna keep projecting. Love this stuff. My wife wears this a lot and she gets a ton of compliments. It's one you don't need more than 2 to 3 sprays, maybe 4. You're gonna smell this the whole day yourself and those around you. Forget about it. The sillage this stuff gives is incredible. Really, I don't know, the combination of notes, it just made this a beast. I'm telling you, if you love white musk, sensual aldehydic scents, you have to try this stuff. It's a little bit fresh, a little bit floral, but the white musk, sensual vibe that this stuff gives it's unbelievable. It's incredible. I've never seen a white musk scent project and give you the sillage that this stuff gives. This is a bomb. I'm telling you right now, it's clean, it's a little bit fresh and soapy, but it is a beast. If you like white musk scents, try this out. But this is not gonna be a dark, animalic musk. It's more of a clean, white, and sweet and smooth kind of a musk, but just keeps on giving, guys. Check this out. Valaya from the house of Mallis, a great one for this year. From Switzerland, 𝐍𝐎𝐻𝐿𝐴, this is going to be Royal. Now, Royal is going to be, simply put, a spicier, more powerful and fruitier version of Oud Wood from Tom Ford. So think about Tom Ford releases Oud Wood leather. This would be this fragrance right here. Spicier, leatherier, a little bit more animalic, powerful. You got the sweet and fruity nuances along with the Oud Wood vibe that you get from the original Tom Ford Oud Wood. This stuff is amazing, long lasting, powerful, great for compliments, sensual. Love this stuff. Glad to share with you. Don't just think that 𝐍𝐻𝐿𝐴 has Ambassador intends to offer. They have an incredible collection, and Royal is one that I love. There's also another one called Imperial that I really enjoy. They have other stuff too. Try, maybe get a discovery kit, get some samples. I think this brand, what I love about them is the scents, the profiles are really good. They smell amazing, and also the performance. Every fragrance within this line really, really performs. And this one here, no different. I'm sure you guys heard about Vibrato from Sospiro, I talked about earlier in this video. And a lot of people made it in their top list, their best fragrance of the year, the best release of the year. But if you wanted something a little bit spicier, a little bit more powerful, or a little bit more masculine, woodier and spicier, I would highly recommend you guys check Spirit of Kings 𝐒𝐻𝐿𝐴. Love this stuff. This is one that I think made my top spring of 2023. And this is long lasting, it's powerful. It's going to have the same profile as Vibrato, which is that fizzy, uplifting, sparkly, fruity kind of a fragrance with floral undertones and some woods in the base. But this is going to have the leather, the spicier notes, a little muskier. This is a little bit more powerful, longer lasting than Vibrato. And Vibrato is really long lasting, so it's saying a lot about 𝐒𝐻𝐿𝐴. I love this stuff. That's why I'm recommending guys check this out. This brand has some really good ones, but this one's definitely my favorite discover from the year from this line, and one that I highly recommend. Like I said, made my top spring, and one that I wear regularly for casual errands when I want just to pick up something and smell great without thinking too much. 𝐒𝐻𝐿𝐴 fits the bill perfectly. And again, talking about the oud obsession that I've started to feel over the last 3 to 4 years, this particular brand is an American brand. They've actually changed the bottles. I'll pop on screen here the new bottles. This is their old bottles, but the fragrance themselves, the gentleman is from New York, so this is a American brand. Incredible indie brand. This is The Elemental. This is number 13, and this is going to be Oud People. Now, Oud People is just this gorgeous, gourmand, dark chocolate, oud, spices, creamy resins, incredible oud fragrance. This is one that I'm really thinking about as something that I want to wear for Valentine's Day coming up in 2024 on February 14th as my signature scent that day or that evening, because this is just incredible. Sandalwood, resins, just this very creamy and elegant, but also gourmandy kind of a oud with the dark chocolate. It is just decadent, is the right word here. This is called Oud People. It could have been called Decadent Oud because that is the word. This is a decadent oud. If you don't like the note of oud, this is a great way into oud. If you do love oud, but you want something with gourmand facets, it's going to be something that you're going to wear that people are going to want to eat you up. Oud People is definitely one that will give you that effect. That's simple. The next fragrance I'm about to share with you was actually released in 2018. It took me years to try this fragrance. It goes to show you that sometimes it takes time for you to find these fragrances. This one's here from Italy, from the house of Lorenzo Pazzaglia from Italy, which I discovered back in April of 2023, and this is going to be Etco Paso. Now, Etco Paso is, if you translate it from Italian to English, it makes me crazy. I go crazy, it makes me go nuts. And this fragrance has this effect, guys. You put this on, you're gonna smell incredible. You're gonna love the way you smell. And I'm telling you, everyone around you will love the way you smell. This is creamy. It has this caramel, lavender, vanilla nuance to it. It's almost gourmand. It's woody, it's aromatic, it's spicy. You got resins, dried fruits. Etco Paso from the house of Lorenzo Pazzaglia. If you're looking for a great fruity, creamy, playful fragrance to rock, seductive, romantic, night out, guys, this is going to be a bomb for you. It's going to last like crazy. It's going to project, long lasting, sillage. It's got it all. It checks all the marks, but you must love a sweet and spicy, creamy fragrance, borderline gourmand to appreciate this one. I love this. Something about it, it just makes you keep coming. It just keeps you coming back for more. Those around you love the way you smell. I believe there's a boozy note here of absinthe. It is just a beast. I've talked about this fragrance at least 3 to 4 times on my channel this year. And again, closing out the year as one of my favorite discoveries, not just the fragrance, but also the brand. Lorenzo Pazzaglia from Italy is a brand that you do not want to sleep on. In fact, they had another fragrance that was exclusive release for Scent Explorer called Sweet Explosion, which is a great gourmand fragrance with coconut, gourmand facets. And again, I talked about this one, I think a video or 2 before this one, and it might make my favorite releases of the year. I don't know yet, but definitely a brand, guys, that you definitely want to check out. They have incredible fragrances to discover, and Etco Paso is definitely my favorite discovery from the brand this year of 2023. Next up, a fragrance from Oman. There's a lot of new brands coming from Oman over the last few years, due to the success of 𝐕𝐺. A lot of brands from the Middle East, especially from that region, are starting to follow suit and want to be as successful or follow the footsteps of great 𝐕𝐺. This is one such brand. This is Oman Luxury. Beautiful bottles. This is called 𝗕𝐿. Now, this year was the first year that I encountered the brand. Royal Incense was my first discovery, but 𝗕𝐿 was the one that really took me by hello. As soon as I smelled this fragrance, I was like, you know what? I need to have this. I want to rock this fragrance. And this, to me, think about this way. Think about blue fragrances, such as Bleu de Chanel, which is a very inviting, very, bright, but also sensual, refined, great for compliments. So to me, this smells like if you took Bleu de Chanel and it doesn't smell like Bleu de Chanel, but it smells kind of like in the same wheelhouse, meaning it's going to be blue, it's going to be aromatic, it's going to be pleasant, but then you infuse these resins, spices, and oud into Bleu de Chanel. So Bleu de Chanel Oud Edition, if that was such a thing, 𝗕𝐿 would be that fragrance. I'm telling you, this is an incredible fragrance for performance, amazing for compliments. This is one of those scents that you're going to put on, it's going to stay with you the whole day. If you spray your clothes, forget about it, be there the next day. But it's going to be one of those fragrances that are going to definitely get people asking you, what are you wearing? You're going to be the center of attention of the room. There's no 2 ways about it. 𝗕𝐿 from Oman Luxury. They have amazing fragrances. Wanderlust is another one that I love. Royal Incense was my first introduction to the brand, which I do enjoy, but 𝗕𝐿 is definitely the one that takes the cake. Definitely my favorite discovery from this brand. The brand itself is great to discover. Get a discovery kit. They have an amazing discovery kit. I don't know if this is still available right now, but Max Aroma had these discovery kits that you could get. I hope that they still have it, which you can try the whole line. At one point, these were readily available. In fact, I did a promotion here with Max Aroma on the channel where you could purchase X amount of dollars and you would get this particular set for free. So Max Aroma, if you're listening, hook up the viewers of the Max Forti channel. I'm gonna, give them a shout and hopefully they'll have these for you guys to check out. Last year, I would have to say this particular brand was in my top 2 favorite discoveries of the year of 2022, along with Premier Perfumes 𝗕𝐽. And the brand I'm talking about is Black Lift from Barbados. And this one here is their 2023 release. They had a couple, or a few releases, I should say, but this is the one that took the cake for me. This is Eminence. Now, Eminence is a great leathery scent along with smoke, pineapple, time out, I'm gonna stop you right there. Nothing like Aventus. I know you hear smoke and pineapple. Oh my God, it's gonna be an Aventus clone. Not at all, guys. This is going to be its own thing. It's powerful, resinous, fruity, smoky, dark, leathery. This is a beast. I love this stuff. This is a fragrance that it's not for the faint of heart. You need to really appreciate powerful and exotic fragrances, you know, blends that really will make you stand out in the crowd. No two ways about it to appreciate this. If you don't like powerful, musky, you know, dark, smoky scents, forget about it. This is not gonna be for you. But if this is something that sounds at least intriguing for you, I would say get a decant, try it. You're going to love it. Released in 2015, this fragrance from the House of Merchants of Venice is an Italian brand. And this one to me, I love because it reminds me of two fragrances combined. Those two fragrances being Plum Japonais and Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille, both from Tom Ford Private Blend. The fragrance here is Arabesque from Merchants of Venice. This is a step up. Whatever is available today from Tom Ford as far as Tobacco Vanille is, you know, a fraction of what that fragrance once was. And Plum Japanese is not even available. It's discontinued. So take them both, guys, put them together. You've got Merchants of Venice. This is a seductive, sensual juice. Amazing. This is a showstopper of a scent. You rock this fragrance, people are going to ask you, what are you wearing? Where can I get it? Because I don't want to walk there. I want to run there. It's that simple, guys. I'm telling you, Arabesque is one of those scents that's going to have that effect on people. You're going to smell incredible. You'll be the best smelling person in the room, period. Check this fragrance out. It's great for anyone, guys, gals, as long as you like plums, spices, resins, tobacco, honey, a little bit of vanilla, you will love Arabesque. Next up, if you like an incensey amber that's smoky, powerful, musky, sweet, powdery, guys, this brand is one that I discovered this year and I'm glad I did. There's at least 5 fragrances from this line that I love. If you haven't heard about this fragrance brand, you're missing out. From the House of 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗢, from Paris, from France, this is going to be Amber Noir. Like I said, everything I talked about, sweet, spicy, powdery, resinous. There's myrrh, so you have an instant smoky vibe and you know, facet to the fragrance. Long-lasting, powerful. I love this. This right now sits in my favorite five favorite ambers of all time. If I did a top 10 amber, you know, holy grail ambers, this would be in the top 5. That's simple, guys. Amber Noir from Etco Paso. Check this brand out. Don't sleep on it. I think they've been around since the 1800s, but really it was rekindled in the 2000s. It's still around. From Paris. Glad to talk about this fragrance line and specifically Amber Noir. I think this is a sleeper. This is a fragrance that if you don't hear about it, you're not going to know about it. So I'm sharing with you as my favorite discoveries. If you love amber, you owe it to yourself to try Amber Noir. From Dubai, this fragrance was released in 2016 and the brand is called Spirit of Dubai and the fragrance itself is Mallis. Now Mallis comes in this beautiful leatherette case with magnetic closure. The fragrance sits perfectly in the middle and the bottles are work of arts themselves. I talked about Mallis before on the channel. And Mallis, the sprayers are great. Mallis, it smells just majestic. To me, this smells like a phenomenal concoction. It smells like a drink, like a cocktail. You've got boozy facets, you've got spicy facets, you've got pistachio, dates, dried fruits, oud, woods, resins. It hits you from all different angles, but it's blended to perfection. I'm telling you, this was one of my favorite discoveries of the year. If you want something exotic, powerful, long-lasting, and very unique in smell, Mallis will scratch you where you itch. I'm telling you, this stuff is just, it's a dream. It's a dream. It's a dream of a fragrance. It's a stunner, showstopper. From all the fragrances here, all 23 fragrances, this is the one that was the most intriguing and unique in smell and performance for me in 2023. Before I reveal my favorite 5 discoveries of 2023, I think the last 5 really impressed me in a way that I think they're up and coming and they have tremendous potential in 2024 and beyond. But before I give you guys those 5 fragrances, I want to also remind you of what's going on right now. The time you're watching this video, it's late December, so there's a lot of, you know, Christmas, holiday season, you know, codes, savings. I'm gonna have everything listed. We talked about Max Aroma before, of course. I'm gonna have Max Aroma stuff and deals and codes for you guys in the description of this video. FragranceBuy.ca, there's Boxing Day, which I believe happens on the 25th, 26th. So I'm gonna have all that stuff listed for you also here and make your life easier if you're looking to, you know, make purchases, gifts, if you want to buy presents for people. I got you covered with incredible deals, savings, and codes listed in the description of this video. Guys, check the description of my videos because I always have great information, codes, and savings for you, from a fragrance lover to another. And last but not least, you know that you can try all the fragrances that I'm talking about here at Perfume.com, the partner of this channel. You can get a decant, live with the scent, you know, go to Perfume.com, try it before you buy it, use my code, details below. And actually there's a great giveaway going on right now. Hundreds of stuff given out, you know, perfume books, brand new bottles, everything listed below, guys. Check it out. Don't miss out because it ends on 12/31. Once the new year hits, that giveaway is gone. So all details below. Enjoy. Don't miss out. So continuing the list here, we're going to talk about a brand that really impressed me. This is one that I'm going to talk about. I talked about, I believe, in a video before this one. This is an exclusive release for Scent Explorer this year, and this is going to be from Premier Perfumes. This is Manhattan. Now, this brand never ceases to amaze me. Bader, which is their founder and perfumer, is an incredible guy. He's a great soul to meet, a great gentleman. But the blends that he creates are just absolutely incredible, out of this world good. Now, Manhattan is going to be a green leather scent. This is sweet, it's spicy, it's leathery, it's a little bit boozy. It captures and encapsulates the vibe of Manhattan, you know, New York City. I love this stuff, guys. If you haven't tried this stuff, this is an absolutely beast of a fragrance. Like I said, one of my favorite discoveries, and also one of the best releases of 2023 niche, period. Try this stuff out, guys. This is a beast in performance. The smell itself is very unique. It's a green, leather, spicy, and resinous scent. Absolutely stunner of a juice. There was a fragrance released from Tom Ford a few years ago that was quickly discontinued. I don't know why. Nobody understands why, because it was such a great fragrance. But Tom Ford tends to do that. He releases incredible fragrances and puts them away. The fragrance I'm talking about is Sahara Noir. Now, Sun is very similar to that fragrance. I want to say 95% close to Sahara Noir. I am telling you right now, if you're listening to this video and you try that fragrance before and you miss it dearly, you owe it to yourself to at least try this fragrance. And if you loved Sahara Noir and you were looking for an alternative, look no further, ladies and gentlemen. Sun is here to stay. I'm telling you right now, I am in love with this fragrance. It's definitely gonna make a lot of my top lists because I love Sahara Noir. I have a bottle of it. I'm looking at it right now. I don't talk about it because it's discontinued. If I did a best discontinued fragrances of all time, Sahara Noir would make easy the top 10. So I'm telling you, this is the reason why I'm in love with Sun, and I'm happy to share with you. This is an ambery, spicy oud. It's got the sand kind of a feel to it. It's resinous, it's spicy, it's woody. It is phenomenal. Long-lasting, powerful, just amazing. Just simple as that. If you love Sahara Noir, you owe it to yourself to try this. You're gonna see the resemblance is uncanny. Loving Sun, glad to share with you. Thank me later. I'm gonna highlight another American brand here. This brand is really taking the social media world by storm. When I'm talking about social media, I'm talking about Instagram, TikTok, and some people here on YouTube are talking about this brand, are getting a whiff of how great this is. And the brand I'm talking about is Day 3 Fragrances, American brand, and the fragrance I'm highlighting today is Midnight Whisper, which is my favorite discovery from this line. Of course, Amber Dominicano is a great ambery fragrance. They have La Tacita de Café, which is a great coffee-based scent, which I believe won a prize as well for them. But Midnight Whisper is understated quality, it's understated refinement. It smells just incredible, like a true gentleman. You have this bourbon whiskey note, spices, woods, resins. It's got this bourbon whiskey along with the vetiver in the base. It's a little bit smoky, it's spicy. It smells like $1,000,000. I put this on if I'm wearing a suit or a jacket. I want that particular fragrance to give me that outer layer, to give me that ultimate final accessory. Guys, Midnight Whisper is that such fragrance. Understated quality, understated refinement that's going to really up your game. Try this brand, you're gonna love it. Everything that I've tried from this brand is long lasting. This one here smells like a cocktail, like a bourbon, spicy vetiver with resins, a little bit of a leathery and spicy undertone, oud, musk, some vanilla touches. It is absolutely heavenly, guys. Try Midnight Whisper, try this brand, try to get the, maybe a sampler set. You're gonna love it. Released in 2015, I cannot believe myself that I've actually only discovered this brand this year, but better late than never, right? The brand I'm talking about is Blocky. They're also an American brand. They've actually been around for a long time, tremendous history with this fragrance brand. If you missed my podcast chat with the brand, I'm gonna have it linked in the description of this video so you guys can check out the Spotify podcast conversation with Blocky. And the fragrance I'm gonna talk about is 𝐶𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐻. Released in 2015, this is a tremendous vetiver scent. You guys know how much I love my vetivers. This is gunpowder, vetiver, cypress, this pistachio nutty note. It's got this old school vibe to it, leathery. It is an absolute stunning juice. What I love about Blocky is that they have this very classy and timeless signature within their scent profiles. And 𝐒𝐲𝐲𝐽 definitely captures this timeless aura to the fragrance, along with the pistachio, the gunpowder, the cypress, the vetiver, the leather. It is a stunning, this is an astounding fragrance, but again, not for everyone. You must really appreciate timeless, old world quality and refinement to appreciate 𝐒𝐲𝐲𝐽. But if you do appreciate what you hear, you're going to love this brand. It's no two ways about it, simple as that. Check out Blocky if you haven't. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. I think they have a discovery kit which you can get and experience the whole line, and I'm telling you, you will fall in love with it. Other fragrances from this line that I love is going to be this Grand Affair, which to me is a more refined and more wearable version of Chanel No. 5. Also, Press Club is a great one, which is this leathery, almost chypre kind of a fragrance that's also great to rock. And of course, their latest, Brazilian Lily, which has this incredible coconut fig kind of a vibe. It's very tropical, great for spring and summertime, but 𝐒𝐲𝐲𝐽, definitely my favorite discovery from the brand. Great to discover this brand this year. And of course, 𝐒𝐲𝐲𝐽 is one that you do need to check out if you love vetiver. This is a must. The last fragrance I'm about to share with you is just incredible. From the presentation, I mean, the box that they come in is amazing, this lacquer box. The fragrance sits perfectly in the middle. And this is tremendous, stunning quality. You know, the fragrance will be stored perfectly if you want to keep them in these boxes. These are second to none lacquered boxes, magnetic enclosure. And what I love about this fragrance line is they contain three things that I take it to heart when it comes to fragrances: the quality of the ingredients, the powerful of their creations, and how elegant they smell and look, of course. The bottle looks amazing, stunning. This one here is called 𝐿𝐶𝐻𝐵𝐷𝐷, and I believe this was released in 2017. It took me years to discover this brand. I'm happy to share with you. This one has a combination of ouds, so it's going to be fecal. It's going to be a little bit animalic, well, a lot animalic, I should say, and a little bit fecal. But the great thing about this is it's a very transitional scent. This is a very complex fragrance. It starts off very fecal, very animalic, almost barnyardy oud. So you must really, number one, love the note of oud, but they have a lot of great stuff to try. I think I talked about Jadi, which is a fruity oud scent that I love about them as well. But this goes to show, over the last few years, I've taken a shine into oud fragrances, and this is just an amazing oud. It starts off animalic, fecal, develops into this resinous, smoky, incensey vibe, gets creamier, woodier, gets wearable, it gets better on skin, it gets fruitier as it dries down. You have the rose here, you have other floral components. This is a beast of a fragrance, and to me it smells quite similar to leather oud from Dior La Collection Privée. If you guys missed that fragrance, which I believe was discontinued, this is going to give you the same kind of feel, the same kind of aura as that fragrance, and then some. It's very powerful. And this particular line of jewelry from the Middle East is something that I'm really glad to have discovered and share with you. I think they're going to make a tremendous impact in this side of the pond, you know, in the next few years. So you definitely want to keep an eye out for these brands. I think the 23 brands I talked to you guys about today and the 23 discoveries were definitely ones that you should definitely consider checking out if you're looking for something unique to start off the next year, 2024. And of course, stay tuned for the best designer releases of 23 coming up very soon. Subsequent, the best niche releases of 2023 also dropping here on the channel in the next couple of weeks. So guys, thank you so much for your support. If you do enjoy the channel, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more, hit the bell if you want to get notification for my videos, which are very often here on the channel. And of course, I will see you right back here with another video very soon. Happy holidays. I'll see you in the next one.